Captain Jake Morrison was on his third cup of coffee when the alarm klaxons blared to life aboard the USS Liberty. He sighed, set the mug down, and turned to the main screen, where a staggering sight awaited him, hovering near Earth's orbit with 300 massive alien ships, glimmering like floating diamonds in the void of space. "Sir, we're receiving a message," reported Lieutenant Lisa Parker, trying, and failing, to suppress a grin. "Let's hear it," Jake said. The screen shifted to reveal a tall, four-armed alien dressed in gold-embroidered robes, his deep voice booming through the ship's speakers. "Greetings, primitive bipeds of the third planet. We are the Galactic Hegemony, rulers of 47 star systems. You will now submit to our benevolent rule and become part of our glorious empire." The bridge crew exchanged bemused glances. Commander Rick Davis arched a brow, and even the usually stern Chief Engineer Bob Wilson let out a snort. Jake leaned into the mic. Thanks for the offer, but we're good." The alien's four eyes widened in disbelief. "What do you mean, you are good?" "I mean thanks, but no thanks. We're doing fine." An awkward silence followed as the alien conferred off-screen. Moments later, it returned, introducing itself as Admiral Zextel. "Perhaps you misunderstand. We offer advanced technology, galactic trade, and the wisdom of ancient civilizations." "Sounds nice," Jake replied. "But we humans have this thing called independence. We kinda like it." The alien's face darkened. "No one has refused our offer in 800 years. "Well, there's a first time for everything." The alien sputtered, promising advanced weapons in paradise, but Jake simply shrugged. "We've got nukes. Also something called mutually assured destruction. You hit us, we hit back, and nobody wins." Zextel was aghast. "You joke in the face of galactic domination." Lieutenant Parker smirked. "We joke about everything. It's our thing." The alien, now nearly purple-black with rage, threatened to show their power. Jake sipped his cold coffee and smiled. "We'll be here. But fair warning, we don't like bullies." The alien fleet pulled back 1,000,000 kilometers, holding position like an angry neighbor watching over a fence. A week passed in uneasy silence. Then came a formal request for a diplomatic meeting. The aliens promised to send their top cultural expert. 3 days later, a crystalline meeting station shimmered into existence near Earth's orbit, ornate and flawless. The human delegation, led by Secretary of State Mary Collins, General Pete Rodriguez, and Dr. Amy Watson, an alien culture specialist, arrived by humble shuttle. They were greeted with pomp. Guards in polished armor, musicians, and banners. At the center stood Ambassador Kretal, even taller than Zextel. Inside the Grand Chamber, the aliens presented an 847-page integration treaty. General Rodriguez whistled. "That's a lot of paperwork." Mary Collins calmly placed a single sheet on the table. Our response. It read, "Earth respectfully declines. Have a nice day." The aliens were flummoxed. "This is not how diplomacy works," Kretal insisted. "Why not?" Dr. Watson asked, genuinely curious. The conversation spiraled into mutual bewilderment. The aliens demonstrated energy shields, matter synthesizers, and faster-than-light communications. Dr. Watson pulled out her phone. "We have this. Can call anyone on Earth. Watch cat videos, too." They explained factories, 3D printers, and digital currencies, including a $40 billion market for cat pictures. The aliens were horrified. Without order, chaos must reign. Mary smiled. "Actually, we're pretty happy." When asked about their emperor, Mary explained democracy. The aliens recoiled in horror. "The people choose their own leaders?" "Yep. And if they don't like them, they pick someone else next time." Director Velmuth, the hegemony's chief administrator, nearly fainted. The hegemony's last hope was military intimidation. They assembled the Stellar Destroyer, a superweapon capable of obliterating worlds. Before firing, Admiral Zextel broadcast a dire warning. Jake watched from the USS Liberty. "Looks like they're gearing up for a light show." The weapon discharged, obliterating a city-sized asteroid in spectacular fashion. Earth watched politely. Jake grinned and hailed them. "Cool. Want to see something better?" A ragged old mining ship called the Betty Sue drifted near another asteroid. Captain Roy Tucker, speaking with a Texas drawl, activated an experimental matter displacement drive. The asteroid simply vanished. The alien fleet sat in stunned silence. "That's our trash disposal system," Dr. Sarah Kim explained brightly. "We use it to clear orbital junk. Thinking about moving mountains on Mars next." Admiral Zextel was unraveling. His fleet's formation dissolved as panic chatter erupted. Several ships even requested permission to defect. 2 weeks later, Director Velmuth arrived with an armada of bureaucrats, attempting to bury humanity in paperwork. He lectured Earth officials on healthcare, currency, education, and governance. Earth's representatives, armed with coffee and sarcasm, calmly explained universal healthcare, digital meme economies, and the concept of elected leadership. Velmuth was horrified. People governing themselves? Citizens debating policies in public? No emperor. Dan Miller shrugged. "It's messy, but it works." After a dizzying tour of Earth's culture, from basketball games and comedy clubs to charity work and town hall debates, the alien delegation cracked. Ambassador Kretal stared in awe as teenagers competed for fun, strangers helped each other, and comedians mocked authority without fear. "This is madness," Velmuth whispered. Dr. Watson smiled. "This is Tuesday. By week's end, something unprecedented happened. Director Velmuth requested asylum. So did Kretal. Within a month, half the alien fleet defected, ships arriving from across the galaxy. Not for Earth's tech, but for its spirit. Even Admiral Zextel sent a final message. "I have served an empire for 300 years. I wish to learn what it means to serve myself." The galactic hegemony collapsed without a battle, not from rebellion, but because its citizens discovered a better way to live. Freedom, laughter, and messy, beautiful imperfection. The galaxy would never be the same again. As Dr. Watson often told new arrivals, "Welcome to Earth. Try the pizza. Learn to laugh. And remember, the best government is the one that trusts its people to govern themselves."